reading my mind.
It's your Wednesday night conversation. It's more than just the gossip. It's the issues that matter most to you. A closer look at current events, just the tip, special guests, and more. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe, Arizona's longest-running drag live stream. Hosted by Felicia Fefe Minor and Freddy Prinze Charming. Streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe.
Good evening, everybody.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe. This is episode 24
of season 9. We're still hanging in there. We're still hanging in there.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Where has the year gone? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm Felicia Fefe Minor, and this is your Wednesday night conversation. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe, and the ringmaster is over there.
I am still your Mr. US of AMI Classic, Freddy Prinze Charming. Still.
For yet another year. I think this is the longest reign that I've ever seen.
I would like to know if I'm going to get a bonus at the end of this.
Oh.
If anybody happens to talk to my promoters, if they'd like to, put a word in for me, that would be great. Hey. Hi, guys. Love you. Sorry. Just,
Wow. On that note, let's welcome our special guest. I say things wrong, so I'm going to let Freddie say it. I always say it wrong.
Our special guest this evening is indie artist and entertainer, the Doyénne. Yes. Before we even get started, I'm going to ask about pronouns. What are they?
My pronouns are he, him.
Okay. We just want to make sure so that we get everything right, because,
Yes.
we can't tell just by, looking at people, and we never want to assume. So
Absolutely.
You mean we don't want to do like politicians in the rest of America?
Oh God!
I thought you were going to say restrooms of America, because that was still those are politics for you.
It's about the same thing. I think that's where meetings take place.
The important ones.
We'd like to thank our 19 patrons: Allison, Best and Brandon, Cassandra 1S, Cassandra 2S's, Drake Jensen, Casey Starr, Carrie and Corey, Kim, Joan, Jody, Leanne, Nicole, Patricia Mason, Sassy C. Diaz, Shelly, and Sky.
Yes.
A special thanks to our friends who have taken the deeper plunge: Cassandra 1S, Patricia Mason, Sky, and Drake Jensen. More content.
I miss Patricia. We need to have her back on soon.
I will invite her. I'll talk to you about that later.
Yes.
Special thanks to Joan of Babish Jewelry and Wood Art, Guido Martin, and Jeremy Bright of Ripple Phoenix. You can donate to us. Oh, I didn't.
We're still needing to upgrade, y'all. We're still needing to upgrade.
We have enough to upgrade one computer.
Which, hey, you know what? That's still fucking fantastic. That's still amazing. So I'm definitely not mad about that. However, there's two of us.
So you can tip or sponsor us at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Yes. And if you want me to be all up in your text messages, not your DMs, but your text messages, you can text LHAF to 602-730-7379.
I have no responsibility over whatever content you receive, so I'm going to apologize in advance for whatever Felicia sends you.
What do you mean? I signed a thing of terms and conditions. I can't send nudes, but if you send me your number.
I'm old enough for this conversation.
Oh, the cat didn't agree with that.
Now we've got London up in the mix, so we'll see if Wick jumps in at some point.
Hopefully we can stay connected.
I make no promises. We're gonna. Oh God.
No shutting down the show. No shutting down the show.
Oh, so pretty.
You know, I swear that people are just starting to watch now just for my cats. They don't give a shit about me or anything else. It's all about my cats at this point.
Well, I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you that.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
I know. God.
What'd you do this weekend, Freddie?
So I got the rest of the stuff out of my storage. That's been an ongoing thing for, the last couple weeks. So with my partner having the storage shed in her backyard, I've finally been able to empty out my storage, which will save me almost $100 a month. And I've been good. I've actually been going through all the stuff that was in my storage and downsizing and shit. I have a bag of stuff for Felicia. I have a bag of stuff to be donated, and I threw out a bunch of things. So
I am the donation. That's what
you're one of them. Yeah. Actually, you've got the bag of stuff that I was going to throw out, but it's fine. I'm just kidding. I love you. And on Saturday, we ran to Tucson to pick up my badass bag from Whimsy Protocol. I posted the picture. The picture does not do it justice. Like the way that they make these bags they're super sturdy. The leather is it's got that nice worn feeling. It's really soft. It's really well made. It's all hand stitched, and like the straps are really sturdy. They clip on. My bag is big enough to be able to fit my water bottle and other things like that. So it's awesome. My partner has a bag as well, and she loves it. And they donated a wallet. It's a really cool little front pocket wallet. It's designed to fit in the pocket of in the stupid pockets of women's jeans and things. And it's a really
aware
cool,
of women's jeans. I agree with this.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's got pride stitching on it. It's got rainbow stitching. Again, it's all handmade. So we're looking to put together like a pride themed basket, I think, that we can auction off. So if anybody would like to donate anything that is pride themed to put in with this, that would be absolutely amazing. So keep an eye out for that coming up for an auction at some point. What did you do this weekend, Felicia?
Let's see. I went to a food truck night at it wasn't really a festival. I wrote festival, but it wasn't really. But because there was like 4 or 5 trucks. But what I will say is that I fell in love because as I don't know if most of you know, but my dad's Jamaican, so I saw this truck that said Island Boys on it, and I was like, oh, excuse me real quick, this got a Jamaican flag on it, and I'm gonna be right here. So that's that's where I conquered and destroyed some food.
Where was it?
In Chandler. And it was held by a group that I had never heard before, but it's called Base Arizona. And of course, I'm just now forgetting what Base stands for, but I'll share it on our Facebook page. But is
it a regular thing?
I don't know. I think it was just to raise money for the organization, but I can send you the picture because they hang out on your side of the tracks over there.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times they do events in Levine. He said, this is how you know that I liked it, because I talked to the people.
Oh, wow. No shit.
Usually, like, if I don't if it's like, okay, I had it, I don't say, I just go, just go about my business. This, jerk chicken, jerk shrimp.
Now I'm hungry.
It's so good, so good. Maybe miss my dad and the home cooking. And then, of course, I got my booty bag, and we'll talk about that.
I got mine too.
And on Sunday, we did reading with elected officials with Miss Nature, and that was so fun.
Good. I wasn't able to watch it. I wanted to, but we were too busy running around doing shit with storage and stuff. I just didn't have a chance to tune in. Oh my fucking God.
Wow. Wow, he's more aggressive than usual.
He's like, I keep having to shift my drink from one side to the other because every time he walks around, he's trying to knock my drink down. Asshole.
Because that's wow. Common goal of cats to be an asshole. You're welcome. So, what about our special guest? What'd you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I think I saw drag. I don't know if that's the weekend. Okay, so I haven't been at work for the last few weeks. I took a leave, so the days run together. The last thing I really remember doing was I saw a drag show at Columbus, and I liked it. So it's like the big core thing that I probably did this weekend.
Safely, I hope. I worry about being safe.
I haven't been to a bar in well over in like a year at this point. In fact, a year this weekend would have been my last bar show.
Wow.
A year tomorrow would be the last time probably I had been out maybe in a while. Oh no, I did bingo right after my mother-in-law passed. So tomorrow is the year that my mother-in-law has, flown the coop and put on her angel wings. So, and then it's funny that we're talking about booty bags because a year ago I didn't want to hear the word booty at all.
That's true. You had to bail on me for nationals because of your butt.
Yeah, I was like, oh. And they suggested that I didn't sit or travel. So I was like,
you had to bail on me. I blame you. All of this is your fault. All of it. You couldn't come to nationals with me, and then the entire world was said, well, you know what? Fine. If she can't fucking go to nationals, then fuck all of this.
It said, well, since she couldn't come, we'll extend your reign so she knows what it's all about.
Right. Yeah. Thanks. This is all your fault. This is entirely your fault.
But yes, so all in all, let's move on.
So for my tip tonight, I figured since we both got the booty bag from Ripple, that it would be a good chance we're going to open it so we can look through everything. And while we're doing that, I figured it's been a little while since we've talked about butt stuff. So this would be a good chance to kind of revisit it. Because talking about butt stuff is important. So
look at here's our...
I know. All of a sudden, I was like, "Whoop, perk up." Yeah. So there's still so many misconceptions about butt stuff. Oh my God, I love these socks. Look at these socks.
Oh yes, look at that.
And anybody who knows me knows that I love fun socks. I have all sorts of fun socks, and I wear them anytime I'm like dressed like normally.
And he likes to give fun socks.
I do like to give fun socks. So if anybody ever needs like a good like present idea for me for any reason, fun socks, especially if I can wear them with like suits or whatever, I'm all about it. So
what's this?
Let me just reiterate that enjoying butt stuff doesn't make you gay. It doesn't matter what your gender or sexual preference or orientation is. If you like something in your butt, it does not mean you are gay, especially if you happen to identify.
I'm not gay.
I know. Think about this. There are twice as many nerve endings there than there are on the clitoris. So it makes sense that you would enjoy butt stuff. There's a lot of nerve endings. There's a lot of things that feel good if you're touching the butt. So if you like the butt stuff,
In the last year, I have learned a lot about my butt.
I bet you have. Oh my God.
Oh, is this taffy? Is that what you call this?
Yes, saltwater taffy. Mm-hmm. And
don't
Don't
put that in your butt. Don't put that in your butt.
No. Never put candy in your butt.
Mm-hmm.
We have a S'more Kisses sugar lip scrub. This is fun stuff too. This is good. Lips need exfoliating and things too, for sure. Now,
some of y'all, I see your pictures and you got them chapped lips. You could use some of this. Not you.
I got really scared, like for a minute. Like, are you talking to me? I thought I was your guest. Like, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You know, this is what happens.
I'm sorry, you didn't read the fine print. You're open for attack.
Okay.
So one of the things, and this is when I used to work at Fascinations, I used to have people coming in all the time, and it was primarily younger women that their boyfriends would tell them that it's okay if it hurts, it's fine. No, it is not supposed to hurt. Butt stuff should never hurt. If it hurts, you need to stop because you're doing it wrong. Lube is your best friend. And never use numbing agents. Never. Anything that says like anal-ease or anything like that, never use it, because you need to be able to feel if it hurts. Because otherwise you could end up with permanent damage. This is a thing. It has happened.
There's butt wipes for him.
You know what? They could be used for anybody. If you stick these in your purse or in your pocket or in your man bag that you get from Whimsy Protocol, if you never know when you're going to be somewhere and you're going to need a quick, like, cleansing thing in case you think butt stuff is going to happen. Hey, look at that. What do we have here?
A free coupon to get a free at-home HIV test by mail.
If anybody would like to use mine, I can give it to you. Absolutely.
I don't remember what episode we did that on, but
we did it was a few weeks. It was a few months ago. But we did do this. Time is weird right now. But we did do this at home. We both did it on the show. And it was really easy, super quick. So if anybody would like to use this, I get tested regularly when I get my blood work down for like my T levels and things. So if anybody would like this, I will happily donate it to you. We have some warming lube. Now, here's the thing about warming lube. Be very, very mindful about warming lube, because sometimes it cannot feel very good, especially if you use it on irritated skin, if you happen to be sensitive to things. It can burn like a motherfucker and definitely not make things awesome. So just be mindful.
I have a story for this.
Oh, God. Here we go.
So, warming lube is different than the lube that you see like in the store that says like sweet and tingly, or what's the other one? Minty.
Oh God, be careful with anything like that.
Yeah, so I will tell you that when my husband and I first met, we decided to be a little adventurous with like something that was kind of minty.
Oh,
and Jesus. All I can tell you is it killed the mood so quickly, because I felt like I was on fire. He felt like he was on fire. And I was like, oh my God. It was like somebody had like poured mouthwash on our parts.
Yeah.
I actually prefer to use things like warming lube and stuff like that on things like nipples, because it's less of a chance of major irritation on areas that you really don't want that kind of irritation. Warming lube can also work great for things like massages. If you want to, it can work great for that. I always say be mindful of putting things in the genital area when it comes to warming stuff, because it can feel not nice, especially if you're like sensitive to things. We got this. This thing is amazing, and I'm actually really excited for this because I'm terrible at remembering when I took my pills. This sticks on the side of your pill bottle, and you can mark off what day that you're on.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm terrible. Sometimes I can't remember if I took it that day or not because I'm awful at that kind of shit. So also when it comes to butt stuff, patience is also your friend. You don't need to jump into the biggest toy or even an actual penis from go. You can start small. In fact, I recommend starting small. Fingers or small toys, small plugs are great to start with. Although if you're going to start with fingers, I highly recommend using a glove because nails can be sharp, hang nails, rough skin, things like that cannot feel so awesome. So a glove works great if you're going to start with hands and fingers and things in the butt. Also, prostate stimulation is very important when it comes to prostate health. The prostate to cis men and some trans women is kind of like the G-spot to cis women and some trans men. It's that extra added like woomph if you're coming for an orgasm. So, and stimulating the prostate can really be beneficial when it comes to prostate health and warding off any issues when it comes to prostate cancer and enlarged prostates and things like that. Ooh, is that lip balm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I have a superpower. Look.
Because it's a wow. And we got Tenga eggs too. Did you get the Tenga eggs in yours?
Oh,
yeah.
These things are fantastic. They can be used for all sorts of stuff. If you happen to have a penis, these work fantastic for as strokers, and they're disposable, so you can use them and then chuck them. If you do not have a penis, you can actually put these, if you use a wand like a Hitachi, you can actually put these over the head of the wand to create texture and other fun things. You can use them if you're, you can flip them inside out and you can use them as like a masturbation mitt because of the different textures. For trans men, depending on how much growth you have, they can actually work pretty well as a stroker too. So these are really handy, really versatile little toys. I'm a big fan, and like I said, you can use them on the head of a Hitachi and things like that too. So all sorts of fun stuff.
All that in the booty bag. And
I'm like all these condoms. Like I'm really excited about these condoms. I need the fucking pandemic to be over so that I can actually use these condoms. Because god damn it, you know how annoying it is to be.
I need to spice up my married life though, because I gotta use these.
Being a pansexual poly person, in a relationship with someone that is also pansexual and poly, like this fucking pandemic is killing my game. It's being awful.
Thank you, Ripple Phoenix.
Yes. This is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what they end up doing next month. I think it's going to be monthly. I believe that's what I remember. So
yeah,
I'm
the
excited.
March bag drops to Friday.
Yes.
Jeremy,
so
are
I'm
you still
excited.
There?
Make sure that
booty bag drop?
You check out ripplephx.org. To keep track of what they do and what they're going to be throwing in there. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's definitely good stuff. And yes, Benny says, don't get drunk and go to the sex shop with a credit card or you'll wake up to something much larger than you thought. Yeah.
I try not to play with, I don't play with sex toys while I'm drunk because that
can be, you need to be, I mean, that's generally a good rule of thumb anyway, is, be mindful of what you're doing while you're drunk, because then you could wake up to things that you like, oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, it's Monday. Monday is the next drop.
Monday. Oh, I get my second shot on Monday. Hey. I'm very excited about that.
I need to get mine.
Have you not gotten your second shot yet?
Mm-mm.
Aren't you going to be past the time?
I'm waiting for an appointment.
Because I feel like you're going to be past the time and then you'll have to start over again.
Yeah, because that's what I like to do.
My cat's tail is not a sex toy. I would not recommend trying to use it as a sex toy. That could get very ugly real quick.
Who said it?
Gabe.
Are you in the group? Gabe. Oh my goodness. No, don't use your animals as sex toys.
No, definitely
that's illegal. That is illegal.
We do not condone that at all. All right, let's move on to a closer look at current events. We got some politics and stuff.
Oh, so first of all, I want to say that I voted for Joe Biden because I was trying to get the crazy out of the White House. So I want to say that somebody put this really well on social media. People that voted for Biden are voters. People that voted for Trump are Trump supporters, not voters. So, full circle, somebody on Twitter called me out and said, well, you're not going to call out Biden because he's doing all these things. I said, first and foremost, don't tell me what I can and will not do. But yeah, this first one, Biden ordered airstrikes on Syria without consulting Congress first. First of all, what the actual hell? Because what the fuck happened? I thought we were like, how
did we go from like, okay, we're gonna get you the next round of stimulus checks to bombing Syria? What the fuck?
Absolutely.
And without consulting Congress, Democrats are pissed. The Democrats in Congress and the Republicans are pissed. This is what the fuck? I expected better. I'm not okay with this.
Absolutely. And so there was an uproar at Capitol Hill, and now people are trying to figure out how they can, go in and essentially reverse it, and so they can talk about it, because there was no talk about it. There was just, here, we're going to do this, we're going to sign this paper, and let's get to it. For other things, we had to go to Congress, and we had to we had to go to Congress and all this stuff. So yes, I will call about my second shot tomorrow. Y'all are so concerned about me. I appreciate it. Hasbro, I remember this was because we listened to talk radio on the way home, and one of the hosts was so upset about this, but I think it's such a good thing.
So, for those of you that haven't been following along, Hasbro has released a new Potato Head doll without the Mr. or Mrs. Thereby, of course, triggering outrage in conservatives, because now they don't know what kind of genitals their toy has.
He never had genitals. That's the part that flips me out.
They are so upset about this. They are so they're so upset. Like, are you really? You are that concerned? Like because they need to know what kind of genitals a fucking potato has. Yeah. Fucking potato. It's a goddamn potato. Like, and you're gonna be bitching because now you don't know what kind of genitals to pretend it has when you're playing. I don't know. Conservatives and like the cishet community are so obsessed with people's genitals. Like,
so this person was saying that like if you don't like that it's called Mr., don't buy it. And I'm like, that wasn't the problem before. His co-host explained it perfectly, that we as a society are trying to raise our children with the non, like I talk about all the time, the blue is for boys and the pink is for boys or girls, but all of that stuff comes together and it leads up to us as adults. And if people want to change that for their children, and it's collective that they're changing that for their children, then we should just go ahead. And why does it matter? It's still the same toy.
Also, they're not stopping making Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. They're still going to make the Mr. and the Mrs. Potato Head. This is just another fucking potato head doll. It's a goddamn potato, people. Get over it.
It's a non-binary potato.
It's a vegetable, for fuck's sake. Like, seriously. It's a fucking vegetable. I don't know. And of course, add to that, on Dr. Seuss's birthday, it was announced that 6 of his books were no longer going to be printed because of their depiction. Their depictions of Black people and things like that are now considered to be racist.
this was another mind-blowing moment. I woke up on the day and was like, what? I didn't see another thing I didn't know about that I didn't even it's so weird. Like I didn't realize that. You know what I'm saying?
So Dr. Seuss, before he was writing children's books, was actually a political cartoonist.
Mhm.
And he, in many of his political cartoons, had very sort of anti-Semitic and anti-Japanese views and things like that. Horton Hears a Who is, for those that don't know, Horton Hears a Who was actually an apology for his anti-Japanese cartoons and his anti-Japanese views.
Wow.
The Cat in the
makes
Hat.
so much more sense.
The Cat in the Hat was based on minstrels, like the old minstrels and things. If you think about the style of the Cat in the Hat, if you think about the way he's designed. But the thing is that, and I've said this before, I think I said this, in fact, on the last show, or maybe a couple shows ago, I don't think art should be censored. I think that regardless of what it is, it's a learning thing. So while they're stopping the printing, it's not like all the other books that are out there are being burned. They're still out there. You can still find them, and you're still going to be able to find them, but they're just not going to print anymore. And they're books that are good to be able to be like, this is why we don't have these anymore. This is why these things aren't in print anymore. And this is why it's an issue. So, but of course, the people that are bent out of shape about the Dr. Seuss books being
are the same people that are upset about the Potato Head.
Correct. Not having genitals.
But his estate, I believe his estate agreed with it.
No, it was their idea. It was the estate's idea.
So the point of people getting upset that essentially he made the decision, not he, but his estate made the decision, was, like, people should just calm down and stop being so aggressive. And if you like Dr. Seuss that much, go out and get the books before they stop printing them. So there.
Like it's it's weird. Anyway,
we live in a weird time where people are weird. Anyway, but March is Women's History Month and is celebrated. I didn't know this before. I thought it was called International Women's Month, but it's not. It's called Women's History Month, and it's usually only celebrated in the U.S., UK, and Australia. It was, believe it or not, started by the United Nations in 1911 with International Women's Day on March 8th. And I read a couple of things that said that Black women are leading the charge in social justice activism today, which is, and I have to finish reading some of the other stuff that I found about women's right to vote, and how it wasn't actually established at first, and how so I'll stay tuned for that one, because I need to dig a little deeper to make sure that I'm telling you what I want to make sure. I gotta fact check myself. But I can't believe how far we've come, and still that there's just this huge suffering, or there's this huge oppression of women, and how things are, I like to say, like, people treat women like they're not part of the good old boys club. If that makes sense. And if you watch like is it Mad Men? Is it something like that? That's why I feel like the world is still like. So Women's History Month. Actually, Virtual Arizona Pride is doing a video project for Women's History Month. So if anybody wants more details about that, I can give you more details, and we'll be publishing the videos here as soon as I can get my act together.
Let's see. In LGBTQ news, here in Arizona, Mesa approves a non-discrimination ordinance. Way to go, Mesa.
Yeah.
And
I don't
of course,
live there.
Right. And of course, the Equality Act is being called supremacy for gays by the Colorado rep. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But you know what? It's fine.
I was like,
fine.
wow, so you're not going to, okay. But you're a white
It's
supremacist.
fine.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. She's a white supremacist, not a, but there are white supremacists that are gay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway. So, while he wasn't bombing nations, Biden addressed the nation and said that he would like for all teachers to get vaccinated by the end of March. See, my deal is here, bro, is that you should have like done that before you started bombing people because that was more important.
Right. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool.
And Biden called these next two people Neanderthals. Texas governor and Mississippi governor lifted the mask mandates despite health experts saying that we need to stick this out until we all, at least 75% of the, is it 75%? I think it's 75%. Of our whole nation, not just like our little city or our state, whole nation needs to be vaccinated so that we can go back to living as normal. So
the CDC has flat out said that could very well set us back like majorly, because we all know that people are just going to be like, woo, whatever. I've been seeing people on my timeline like that are like, yay, we don't have to wear a mask anymore. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm waiting for Douchey to do the same thing because he's a bigger, he's just as big as a twat waffle. Like I just, nah.
Oh, he's probably getting ready to.
I'm sure.
I don't know what I'll do because
I'm still going to keep wearing my shit because I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody already. I've been seeing. Speaking of mask mandates, real quick on the COVID-19 update here in Arizona. As of today, we are at 819,954 cases. We're inching closer to 1 million, folks. I don't know if y'all realize that. We are almost at 1 million cases.
Yeah.
And just to, remind you guys, June 21st of last year is when we first hit 50,000 cases. We're less than a year and we're already at almost 1 million. So we're also at 16,089 deaths. We had over 1,200 new cases reported today and 29 new deaths. Yeah.
Not to burst your bubble, but Doug Ducey is ordering schools to open by March 15th.
Yep.
And also the numbers went up by like 2,000 because I just checked that, and it says 821K.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
I mean, you're all about being top,
but let's keep doing what we're doing because it's obviously working, folks.
I mean, you keep taking those masks off because you know better than the scientists.
Keep wearing those face shields that don't do shit, that are completely open, because those really work. Just saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our special guest.
It is a good thing you live in Tucson with a mask mandate, yes. Because unless he gets that government gets a little kickle and giggle.
Oh, anyway. So real quick on that. Actually, when we were in Tucson over the weekend, we actually stopped and like walked around 4th Avenue, which has like nifty little shops and things, and they were actually doing a really good job. They were like, no, we're allowing 4 people in and you can wait your ass. Like the Goodwill that was there had a line because they wouldn't let people in until people went out, which they don't.
That's how it was at the beginning.
Yeah. Now
but now just go and do what you want.
Now it's like, it's whatever. Scottsdale's like, who needs masks? Come in and sit on our patio and in our restaurant and be completely packed. Because that's the thing. Fucking stupid.
Anyway,
sorry.
No, I was vibing because I feel the same way. So I'm glad we brought that up.
Yes, safety first. Jesus, goodness gracious. Anyway, let's welcome our guest. And I'm going to say it wrong, and then you're going to
You can do it.
right.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
I believe
have faith
you got this.
The
Ready?
Doyénne, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes.
It only took 4 tries. It's fine.
It's right. We got there. We got there together.
Is here and tell us more about you and how you got started in music.
Oof. Okay. So I started making music in 2006. I did not actually start performing until 2011 or so. And I've been doing that for the last 10 years. I've still been doing albums, working on one right now, or finishing one right now. And there was a single a little while ago, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, as far as what I do, I sing well enough. And I have rapped on earlier records well enough. Yeah, there's I'm not gonna say I'm prolific, but I've been doing this a while, feels like. So yeah.
And he's underestimating. Don't let please don't.
He's downplaying it. Totally downplaying
it. Totally downplaying that.
Yeah, it's been a good run so far. I think COVID and me being salty one year is like the most that I've not performed. So obviously I'm a little itchy to get back and do something. But you can't.
Lord knows I feel that. Jesus.
Well, speaking of itching to do something, tell us about your latest project. First, talk about your latest single.
Yes.
Because I watched you last week as you revealed it on the radio. So talk about that.
Okay. The song is called Blood Code. And that's not going to mean a whole lot to a lot of people, but it was really fun to put together, to perform it. And that's what that's the thing that came out last week. Which I think has been going pretty well. Everyone seems to like it. I haven't heard any other feedback really, but that's just, I worked on the album for that single. So hopefully that'll be out the 26th of March. So I'm really looking forward to that.
And what's the name of the album?
The album, okay, so it's gonna be like an episodic EP thing where I'm only releasing like kind of with Robin when she did Body Talk, and she released the separate albums, and then they were the same, kind of like that. So there's gonna be a few different EPs that'll add up to like the complete thing. It's called Machina. Basically because we did a lot of electronic stuff on this album. So, but yeah, I'm like really.
Do you do everything? Do you produce everything like in your house? Do you go to a studio? What do you do?
I used to be the only person that produced everything, which was fine. Now I'm on a label, arts collective. It's called Empty Threat Productions, and they did a lot of work, especially on the single, the last album, kind of getting everything ready as far as the label goes. So it's different.
Oh, whoa! Do you have a cat?
We're not the only ones, apparently, that struggle with shit.
Oh,
no, we've lost him. Fuck.
Okay, so
technical difficulties. It's fine. Lord knows
well,
this is like we are nothing if not used to this shit. Welcome to live TV, folks.
While he is getting himself together.
Back. Hopefully he gets back.
There he is.
Look, it's happened to me enough times. Anybody that watches the show knows that I have knocked shit down. My cats have disconnected me. Like this is what happens. This is what happens. Also, this is a pandemic, and oh god! Wait, oh, there we go.
Okay, it's not
no.
You can't laugh about it. It's making me really self-conscious because my laptop just totally fell for real. And I got I got lucky. This was a lucky day. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. It's fine.
We've got your audio back, but I don't think we have your video.
I don't know how to turn it. Hold on. Let's just. I usually have a man do this for me. Hold on.
That's all right. As long as we have audio, we're good. We can just keep going. We'll just keep going. It's fine. We've got audio. It's good.
We got audio. Okay, I'm very mysterious right now, which is fine because I'm fat. So, they said it in the chat. Somebody called me out for it, so I'm like, whatever. Please go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We'll pretend that there was a cat.
Okay.
So, are you okay with us playing your single now?
Oh, yes.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm geeked if you want to play it. Like, please do.
Okay, let me see if I always get it wrong. So hold on.
Okay, I can try it. I know what it is.
Someday we'll get it. We'll do it. We'll get it right.
What do you have?
Okay.
Spotify. It's on Spotify.
Make sure
I know where it is. I know where it is. Thank you.
There it is. Okay. All right.
We're just trying to make sure that Felicia doesn't play her porn because
oof, that would be really upsetting.
For who?
Oof.
Can you guys hear it?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanna talk, but I'm not listening. Everybody wanna get off, that girl is missing. Everybody wanna talk, but I'm not listening. Everybody wanna get off, that girl is missing. I believe me, I'll heal you. Crimson blue, all over my house. You touch me, I kill you until the blood flow stops. Until the blood flow stops. Coagulate me, coagulate me, coagulate me, coagulate me.
Yay.
Looks like our audience is digging it for sure.
No, oh my goodness, thank y'all. So nice.
So you can find the Doyénne on Spotify. So make sure that you go and find him, go subscribe or follow or whatever the hell it is on Spotify. I can never remember.
I can't remember.
So is there a story behind? I always love finding out like what the story was when you wrote it, how long it took you, all that happiness.
Here's what happened. I'll tell you because it's rather amusing. So when I produce myself, I usually keep it minimal because it's just sound I like. So he instead of like basically he sent me a beat that was a lot like the other beats that I've done before, but he made it out of anger because every time like just kind of how the album was going. And I wrote lyrics to it not realizing that it was not a serious thing. And then it turned into what it turned into. As far as the lyrics, it was just me kind of riffing. It's not like a freestyle. It was just like, okay, I like this beat. Here we go, and it stuck, which I'm happy about. I didn't have to change anything because I so happen to work with someone who will make me change things if I need to. So, but yeah, this is like the big because every one of these little EPs are gonna be 3 songs, so this was like the big song as it turned out, and yeah, It was a struggle. There was a struggle involved with getting this all done, but it happened, and I'm still kind of vibing off of it and looking forward to the rest of it coming out.
Okay, and so the 26th is when the first EP drops from for the anthology or set?
Yeah, I'll figure out exactly what we're gonna call it, but yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
So are you outside of music? Is there anything else that you are working on or that we should be paying attention to?
Music is my big thing. There's certain things I wanted to do for a really long time that I can't because it's COVID. But as far as seeing me around, I basically will go wherever there's a microphone I can stuff my face into at this point. Just jam it in there, just get it out. But that's I'm not in the wind just yet, but I have been spending a lot more time because I live in Glendale. I have spent more time in Melrose, kind of instead of at home all the time. So I feel like I've been showing up places. Like we recorded a video right next to Boycott.
I did see that.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
That's what we do for this show. We gotta research. I can't just interview you and be like,
we stalk people in a professional manner.
That's what I was just gonna say. It sounds like a stalk, but I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you can check that was on the Empty Threat Productions YouTube that you can check out. I'll share that on the Facebook page. Okay. So we have this game that I like to call This or That. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you have to answer them quickly. You can't think about them. Jaime last week thought about them. You can't think about them. Just answer.
Okay.
As soon as a thought pops, you just say it. Okay, ready?
Shit. Okay. All right. Hold on. Yes. I'm ready. I had to get there.
He's got to prep for it.
There's like a lot of evil after, by the way, and I'm like, oh shit. So yeah. Please go ahead and ask me the question. I'll try my best.
Be born with 3 nipples or born with 2 belly buttons?
Some more nipples, of course.
Piercing in your armpit or piercing behind your knee?
Oof. That's a tough one. Piercing behind my armpit because I could put my arms down, but I gotta run if there's trouble. So
That's true. Pinky toe penis or armpit vagina?
Armpit. Oh, like a vagina in the armpit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Penis in the pinky toe? I don't like feet. Oh, this is a hard one. Oh my god. Vagina under the arm because you can still put your arm down and kind of rub it around, I guess. I don't know.
Well, and it would be interesting if you had a piercing that was a vagina under your armpit.
That's kind of why I said it. I just want to mix the two aesthetics together and see where I was going to get with that. Did you pierce your? Yes, I did. I pierced it. Do you like it or not? That's where I'm going.
Know all the mysteries of the universe or read minds?
Read minds.
You would?
I would read people's minds. I want to know because a lot of people talk when you're not around, and I kind of want to be privy to. Oh, I think he got big feet or something. I want to know that so I can work on it. So and the mysteries of the universe, my head is too little for that. That's just a lot of work to know too much. So. That's how we managed to survive in 27. So,
would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or have a row of penises down your back like a stegosaurus?
Oh, penises on my back. Yeah, you just roll it in. You just do a little roll and.
Oh my god!
If you like Sonic the Hedgehog,
that is like my favorite answer or question. So, that is our game of This or That. Where can people find you on social media?
The easiest way to find me is I have a website. It's just Syed.me. So SYEED.me, and everything should be there.
Okay.
If not, I'm on Spotify, but we're also on Google Play, Apple Music, all of the places you typically will go to get music. Like they came all together, so you can find it on that. Because I have it on Google or YouTube Music, or whatever the hell they call it now. And the big one is probably my Bandcamp though, because that has all my past albums and it's a little bit more organized and there's more content. Like I did a cover that I wasn't allowed to put on Spotify, for example. I did Creep by Radiohead, and they kind of hit me with an email like, we're not going to distribute this unless you have a license, and I'm not paying for the license to do that. So, but yeah, so that's the easiest way to get everything would be the Bandcamp. That's the Doyénne.bandcamp.com. If that's
you're throwing another one at me.
I'm sorry. There's just so much.
Bandcamp.
On Bandcamp, yes. Yep, there we go.
She's got it. We'll get it up there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Make sure I spell it right because I don't spell good.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Okay. That's okay.
There we go.
That's it. That's the one.
There we go. Perfect.
Yes.
Let's see. Do we have any gigs coming up for us, Felicia? I don't have anything until May.
Yeah. I may be working on another project for April, but I'm not sure until tomorrow. So
other than
stay tuned.
We have the Mother's Day brunch at Bumstead's on May 8th. It's in Tucson. We're raising funds for Free Mom Hugs Arizona, and it's already sold out. So if you didn't buy your tickets, tough shit. Although I had to laugh when I think when Chris posted that there were like, we just started and there's already 10 tickets sold. I was like, 6 of those are me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
My partner has a lot of kids. My partner has a lot of kids.
I love when family comes to support.
Like so many kids that we have to take 2 cars because we can't.
Can I be one of those kids?
You want to go? You can go with them if you want to go with them. I'll just drive my happy ass down by myself.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, you said it like that. You said it like that, and I was.
If you want to be in the car with all of them, you can. I make no guarantees as to what kind of conversations or anything that would happen. Okay, then that's fine.
No, because my mama Fefe kicks in, and it's not too nice.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have all sorts of interesting questions for you.
I already go through that on a daily basis.
I'm just saying.
I don't need the extras. Oh my god!
Before we get too far away, I'm actually like thankful that the camera's off because I had to take that wig off. So I just wanted y'all to know it was a little hot and I was a little sweaty. So
I wear a wig every week, so I don't know.
I can't. My body it's the COVID. It just took it all.
I don't blame you. I don't. Usually, as soon as we shut everything down, like I'm unbuttoning shirts, my hands come off. Like because
exactly. I will walk around in my drawers at a show. Like I don't care.
I take my pictures before the show, not after, because first of all, my makeup looks better because otherwise I'm touching things and then But then otherwise everything comes off and I don't have to worry about it.
That's like a pro strategy. I totally want to do that now. Like, just come talk to me before the show because after it's over, I'm going to a shower. So
that is exactly what we do.
Okay, cool, perfect. I'm learning. This is a very spiritual learning experience right now. So
it's everything about this is spiritual and educational.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yes,
I recommend it for all ages.
Yeah, I worked. I know you worked at Fascinations. I worked at Castle, and I will. I didn't know you could do that with warm lube, so I got out today. So
there you go.
Learned
something new. Learn something new.
We're here to educate.
We are PBS After Dark.
Oh yes.
I'm sure there's some trademark violation there, but it's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
We have some more special guests that I have lined up. Actually, I have my calendar right here. Hold on. I didn't update the show sheet.
Oh, thanks, Felicia.
I scribbled down on note paper. You're welcome.
It's all right. I never usually know who's up until like the day of, so
you're welcome. So next week we have Anna Louise, who is actually we both know as like the executive director of Drag Queen Story Hour. Catch my drift? Yes. Jonathan.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Sure. I didn't know that Jonathan did drag. Okay, cool.
You're welcome. And then is it Chalet? The one that
I don't
did
know because I don't know who you've booked.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, and then we have to tell you that in April we'll be off for 2 weeks. Partly
Why
because
are we doing it in April? I thought we were doing it at the end of or in the middle of this month.
No.
Oh. Okay.
On the 14th.
In 2 weeks' time, I either may or may not be on the show, or I'll be coming to you either from Utah with a really shitty reception and not in face.
Well, what's the difference?
I'm just saying. So on the 17th, we will see. I may or may not be here. So
well,
never mind.
I thought I told you April.
No, you just said 2
yeah,
weeks.
that works out perfect.
Yeah, well, all you said was 2 weeks. You didn't specify which 2 weeks, but based on the conversation, the implication was the 2 weeks that we'd be taking off would be one of the weeks when I would be in Utah.
I misunderstood. I've been doing two. This whole month already has just been driving me crazy. Anyway, we'll talk about it, get it all fucking situated. And
whatever. We'll have shows and there will be people on. It's fine. It's fine.
We have people coming. That was the point. You're welcome.
It's fine.
Thank you for tuning in for our Wednesday night conversation. We want to thank the Doyénne for joining us tonight. Thank you. Yes. And you have to let us know when your album or the little EPs drop. Let us know so that we can share it. Okay. And follow him on Spotify. Yes. And thank you to all of you who watched live and on the replay. We'll see you next week for your Wednesday night conversation.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Subscribe to the Let's Have a Fefe podcast. You can listen on your favorite podcatcher. See you next week for your Wednesday night conversation. This has been Let's Have a Fefe.